Hi there, I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com, and this is my Smart American Accent training. In this video, we'll look at how to pronounce whirled, worldly, and world. So this is one of the words that I get asked about the most. Many people struggle with the word world. It is very challenging. Let's see if we can break it down to make it easier for you, and then we'll also add the challenging words worldly and the other type of world. So looking at the word world, one issue that people encounter is when they see the letters OR, they think they need to be doing something like an OR sound. If you think about the word were and the word world, they have the same vowel. So it does help some people to visualize this word were. You can also think about the word were. Like were together. That's not as common of a word, but whatever way to spell this OR that helps your brain think of just this tense sound is going to be helpful in seeing if maybe that's part of the problem for you in this word. Also, of course, challenging to go from the R to the L. So we talk about this in our words, videos about the words girl and squirrel as well, that Earl is a tough challenge for a lot of people. Going slowly like I just did, Earl, may help you. And also just starting on the part without the W also may help you. Just also know that for this dark L in world, we have a bit of an sound before it. You're not going to see that in the dictionary, but it is a dark L. So if you can say Earl, kind of thinking of them, there being some sounds between the R and the L may help you as well. Even though world is a one-syllable word, we do kind of say it as two syllables, world. And so going very slowly to put that on can help you. And then finally, LD can be tough for people. So if that's true, try words like build or old before you get to world, where you have to add in the layer of the R, making it also difficult. So once you can say world, if you're trying to say worldly, you can say it slowly like that, worldly, but you might find it easier for this word to think of the D kind of going on the second syllable. That would sound a little bit like worldly, worldly, because that's a lot, the a lot of consonant sounds in a row. Again, you're not going to make a break. It's not really worldly, but if you practice it that way, worldly, it might help you to be able to sequence from the to the d to the of lee, worldly. You can also build it from the back, trying lee, dlee, worldly, worldly. Typically, if you just approach the word in a different way, change the way you're visualizing it, change the way you're trying to sequence those sounds, that may help you overcome some of these stubborn words that tend to, no matter what you do, seems like it's a struggle to pronounce. Finding and exploring a different way can be one of the helpful ways of approaching that. Then I also am just going to mention the word world, even though this is not something we say very much, like she whirled her head around. It does have the same pronunciation as this world. So if that helps you, again, to visualize it a different way, then it may be that this word isn't as daunting or isn't as familiar to you. You can use this kind of old approach for it, and then visualize this when you're saying this world. Also, do try practicing these phrases, these words in some short phrases, because you might master world and worldly, and then when you go to talk, it still doesn't feel smooth and natural or easy to say. So you might have to build that in. So saying things like in the world, the modern world, a world of difference, those different things can help you. And by the way, something like a world of difference, it's actually a little bit easier to say than just the word world, because I can say world of difference. That D kind of links to the next word, world of. You might find that easier to say than just world, because then basically it just changes my mouth's configuration as I'm linking. So other phrases to practice, he's very worldly, he's not very worldly. Like I said before, she whirled her head around. We whirled the colors together in a bucket. Just random, however you would use these words, do try practicing them in some short phrases and then being able to smoothly integrate the pronunciation. That will help you when it comes to using them in real life in conversational speech. Thank you for these requests. I do have many other places where I cover the word whirled, some other videos that you can check out, but I wanted to just break it down for you one more time and pair it with these more difficult words that were recently requested. It's just definitely something that's hard for a lot of people, so be patient with yourself, try some of these strategies and see if they help you with these words. I'm Christine Dunbar from speechmodification.com. Remember, if you want to sound like a native speaker, you can do it. speechmodification.com. Bye guys. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and check out our other videos and our resources and courses on speechmodification.com.